Great to have you here.
Oh,
Michael Keaton thinks you're not tough enough, but I think you seem pretty tough to me.
The people on Fox News have gone pretty tough.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're very argumentative in general. Is that in real life as well, or?
Yeah, a little bit. But, you know, I think part of what's going on right now is that the country's gotten so divided. You can have somebody like me. I'm on the left side of Pluto, okay? Like, you know, you ask me who's making America great, I'm going to tell you it's the dreamers who are working hard every day. It's right? That's who's making America great. Transgender folks serving in the military, risking their life. Donald Trump never did that. Muslims make America great. Every Muslim you know, right? Every Muslim you know has got a job, a college degree, or a business. Why are we mad at them? So I'm on the left side of Pluto. But if you say one thing that isn't just smashing on Republicans, then people start saying you're soft. Because I think that we are almost in like a civil war at this point.
Do you have friends who are Republicans who you socialize with?
Tons. Yeah.
Anybody we would know? Are there like prominent Republicans who are friends of yours?
Newt Gingrich and I are good friends, believe it or not.
Are you really? He seems like the worst. He seems like one of the worst people on the whole planet.
He is not. I mean, but this is what I'm talking about. Listen.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just thinking him specifically. Yeah,
listen,
terrible person. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I had a TV show with Newt.
Yes.
Called Crossfire.
Right.
We disagreed on almost everything, but I learned
his Crossfire was setting one on fire.
No,
right?
no, that's not true. That's not true. Thank you, dude.
I couldn't resist.
That's not true. Listen, here's the thing about it. Newt taught me something, which I really wish the rest of the country would follow and believe. He said your 90% enemy can be your 10% friend where you agree. And where we agreed was that the criminal justice system is totally out of control. Where we agreed was the opioid addiction crisis is being completely handled badly, and our kids aren't being trained in science. And I said, you know what? I'm going to fight you on 99 things. But the one or two things we agree on, let's work together. And we've actually gone before Congress and gotten stuff done together. That's what you're supposed to do in America.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what you're supposed to do in America is where you can do yourself. Where you can.
Yeah. Yeah, but Newt seems like a very smart guy who says very stupid things from time to time. Like, when my son had his operation, he said that any child with a heart situation, you can bring them into the hospital and they'll take care of them. Completely ignoring the follow-up care, any of that other stuff, the multiple operations, all that stuff, and it's idiotic. I mean,
well, listen, on the stuff where we disagree, we have to fight. And I think this is part of the problem we have right now is there's life and death issues. I mean, what's happening with these dreamers is terrible. You got these dreamers, 800,000 of them trusted America's government. They gave America's government their information. They went through all the background checks, and now America's government is turning on them. That's not just bad for dreamers, that's bad for the country. So we've got some stuff that we can't back down on. You can't be apologetic for. You got to fight hard. But let's not fight so hard that the one or two issues where we do agree, we can't even work on that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on any of that stuff. I mean, it's a bad precedent for Americans and for how we deal with people from other countries and just everywhere, all across the board. By the way, thank you. You made a very generous donation, you and your staff, to Children's Hospital, and I appreciate that.
You know, that statement, you've heard it a million times, but the statement that you made about your son changed politics. I mean, you have people who now say, if it doesn't meet the Jimmy Kimmel standard, I can't do it. I've heard senators say that. I've had Congress people say that. So you've actually moved the country forward.
I hope
you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. But that's serious.
I feel like some of these senators, maybe, like Bill Cassidy, seems to be headed in the wrong direction now. And he's a guy who coined that phrase and who actually promised that it would meet a certain set of criteria. And it seems from the plan, based on what I've seen of his plan, that none of these, it does not meet that criteria.
Look, democracy is not an app that you can just download and hope for the best. It takes a bunch of hard work. Part of what I mean, the reason why I love being on CNN, which is real news, by the way, real news on CNN, by the way. But part of the reason why I love being on CNN is because we actually get a chance to talk about stuff that really, really matters. For me, one of the things that matters, we talked about the hurricane a little bit. You know who we left behind in the hurricane?
Who?
Prisoners.
True.
We Americans are so big-hearted, we're so generous, we're so passionate. We actually were able to evacuate animal shelters. We battened down the zoos. We airlifted dolphins out, which we should do. I love that. but we left federal prisoners behind, and they are still behind. Listen, guys, the founders said no cruel and unusual punishment. I don't care what crime you committed. Nobody, no jury in America ever sentenced somebody to drown in a flood. We've got to start, if everybody's going to come together in these crises, everybody should mean everybody. Let's not leave anybody behind in a storm.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's shocking what happened.
Yeah.
In Texas, all those people left behind. Yeah. And it's easy. People go, well, they're criminals, you know, whatever, but it's, you know, it's...
Hey, listen, people go to jail for all kinds of reasons. You go to jail for bouncing a check, you go to jail for doing terrible stuff. But the reality is, it's not about the person who got convicted. It's about the society. Who are we going to be? Our founders said no cruel and unusual punishment for a reason, because it's so easy to go down that road, and the British had done that. So what I would say to simply everybody is this. There's stuff we agree on in America. Most people in America know the criminal justice system doesn't work. Most people in America know this opioid painkiller epidemic, which killed Prince and is killing people across the country.
A good friend of yours.
A good friend of mine. Needs to be handled better. So there's stuff we can come together on. I want to fight on the stuff that we've got to fight on. But the stuff that we can work together on, let's work together.
You know, you might be the only person in the world who was friends with Newt Gingrich and Prince. It'd be a hell of a dinner party.
Yeah, I don't think Prince would have come, but yes, yeah, I agree with you.
Well, as you know, I think you're great at what you do, and I thank you for coming. Van Jones, he's on CNN regularly, fighting with people all the time. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. If you like that, click the subscribe button below, and good things will happen forever.